Hello, my name is Jamie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Unlike any other YouTube channel that showcases Pokemon Go PvP content, mine exclusively showcases Shadow Pokemon. So, if you're into that type of content, I'd appreciate if you could like and subscribe.
So let's get into today's video. Finally, the return of the Great League. Holy cow, Master League was rough. I was running all sorts of spice. I really hope you appreciate the Shadow Hariyama, Shadow Electivire, and Double Nuke, Double Legacy Shadow Machamp that I did bring you, because let's face it, where else are you going to see that sort of content other than on the home of Shadow Pokemon? But with that being said, we are back in the Great League and we are repping the team that got me to be the first documented trainer in the world to reach legend. I also reached legend again last season with this team, so it's super OP. So we're here showcasing it once again. If you are struggling, this is the team to go with. I know FB Sticks used a similar team. However, he led Swampert and had Crunch on his Drapion. So the content in the Master League was a bit limited. I was getting a bit tilted. I started making some fun shorts with some trash talk, and a lot of you liked that and requested I made a longer video with that style of commentary. So today I am attempting to do that, and it is going to be quite a challenge. So if you do appreciate, I'd really appreciate if you smash that like button and post in the comment section down below. But without any further ado, let's get into it. And in game one, we pick up a lead against Hypno. This is not fucking great, but it isn't bad. And like a genius, we deny the confusion. We go straight for the sky attack. That draws a shield. We aren't respecting shit from this Hypno. They can fire what they like. One elemental punch. We are counting quick moves, and we look to catch the next move on our Drapion, and like a genius we do it. Elemental punch is gonna do absolutely fuck all. The opponent say switches into Toxicroak, which is also not the fucking best, but we're going to be running Aqua Tail. As always, the first Aqua Tail does a fair amount. The second Aqua Tail is going to get this thing low, which will put it into Skarmory, farm down range. You love to see it. So we are going to have to take a move, but Toxicroak can't hit us for fucking anything because we resist all moves from the Toxicroak. We sneak an air slash. One more air slash should mean that we have the move ready. You can see it. We switch now into Swampert, and at this stage, this is going to be an elemental punch, but we aren't saving shields for the World Championships, as we would actually like to win the occasional game. So we are now at the back-to-back Hydro Cannon. Let's see if Hypno respects it. He does not. What is hiding in the back? It is the stupid Mighty Blue Mouse. They are expecting us to bait. We don't bait on this channel. Sludge Wave coming through, and that is a big boom. You love to see it. At this stage now, they are going to have to shield up the Hydro Cannon, as this would KO. Hydro Cannon grabs the shield. We CMP tie. Best case scenario, we could clutch it out with Swampert, but like I said, the game is trash. We are saving the one shield for the World Championships, and Skarmory cleans up game one. GG's to the opponent. Moving on into game two, we pick up the mighty Kentucky Fried Chicken Bird of Death. This is dreadful. They farm up to 2. They switch into Vigoroth. Vigoroth is not going to want to shield the first Crunch, as he could get debuff, or guess what, motherfucker? Eat Aqua Tail. He's obviously thinking he can survive the next move, so now we hit him with the big boy Sludge Bomb. That puts him super low, and at this stage, Drapion is going to be able to shield up, and we have Flip Switch. You absolutely love to see it. We have the Aqua Tail locked and loaded. We fire a Poison Sting, and like a noob, I should have went with 2, but either way, we hit the Aqua Tail, and they throw their energy. This is best case scenario. That Kentucky Fried Chicken Bird of Death is now dry. We have Flip Switch, and from a terrible position, we are now back in the game. We bring in Swampert. They switch out into Ferroform. We get some lag. This noob doesn't even build up to Thunder. No respect is being shown. It's just a mirror shot. So we was looking dreadful, and at this stage, we are looking fan-fucking-tastic. These battles are sped up 2 times, but either way, this matchup is super boring, as I am not intending to throw any energy. We are just air slashing down, which does hit for neutral, but these mirror shots are doing absolutely fuck all, and the bullet seeds are double resisted. But we are now going to fire one move just to draw a shield. They switch into the Kentucky Fried Chicken Bird of Death. We go with the Hydro Cannon. See you fucking later. Back out comes the Ferrothorn. I am going to throw a Hydro Cannon just to get it low. But either way, this Swampert is doing nothing, and the Ferrothorn is going to have to throw. We save our shield, and guess what? 1 HP and a dream. Have a BM Brave Bird, and that is another G to the G. This team doesn't really care about lost leads. Moving on into the next battle, we meet a fellow Spice Lord. They are on Waterfall Gary. I have absolutely no idea what that is doing. They switch into some sort of Mr. Potato Head looking thing with its giant nose. I have no idea what this is doing in the Open Great League. I have run it myself, However, I do not think it is particularly good, especially when the goat is about to take it to school. They come back in with a Gary. Gary, you need to respect this sludge wave. However, you did not. See you fucking later. In the back is a Lickitung, and this is essentially over, as we have a very good response for it with the Shadow Drapion. However, I have no idea why I bring in Skarmory, just as a bit of a BM, I suppose, because we are just going to draw all the shields, give the opponent a fake glimmer of hope. They shield it up. We're going to shield nothing, as all charge moves from Lickitung are resisted. We are now going to get to the Brave Bird to do big damage or draw the last shield. Either way, we are in a great spot. They shield it up. We now switch out into the Drapion. We are resisting Lick. Body Slam doesn't do too much. We aren't shielding. Like I always say, save as many shields as possible for them World Championships. There's so many glitches. You're going to need around 50 extras, and the opponent at this stage backs out. And we managed to chalk up another dub. But moving into the next one, we see the fucking Pancake. This is dreadful. We have to safe switch into another losing matchup. We are going to tank the first one as we do survive. However, we are on, as always, Aqua Tail. So, Pancake, eat some water. This Aqua Tail will do decent damage, and this is only 35 energy, so we do outpace them to the next one. Double Aqua Tail will start getting this thing very, very low. The Pancake absolutely craps itself, realizes it can't farm down, it doesn't want to be embarrassed, losing switch to a poison type, being a ground type. So we are now banking on the Shadow Swampert, clutching out this game. The goat comes in. We hope to farm down, and we absolutely do not. We will tank this first move. It does fairly decent damage, as Swampert is really squishy. Lag doesn't help, but we're still in an alright spot. They bring in Azumarill. We're going to have to fire off this sludge wave. We aren't baiting. Does the opponent respect it? They do. This is not fantastic, but as always, learn to count, kids. Stay in school. The counting is absolutely immaculate, as always, and we catch the Ice Beam. Once again, we are hard counted in the back by the mighty Kentucky Fried Chicken, Bird of Death, but this Sky Attack will do decent damage. They are saving their shields for Azumarill. They make a noob play, looking to farm down. They cannot. Skarmory lands the Sky Attack, and now the mighty Blue Mouse against Swampert isn't the worst position to be in. We have 2 shields and no HP. So what the heck am I thinking? I have no idea. We shield up the Ice Beam. We are now going to have to land the bait, and if they shield, we will manage to win this game. They do shield it up, shit in their pants, and Swampert with a shield, save for the World Championship or Season 11. Who knows, who cares, but we take that game. Moving on into the next battle, we are now no longer playing at 3 AM, so the sun has arose and we see a Jellicent. We sneak an Air Slash. Does Jelly bait us, or do they go for the Shadow Ball? They go for the big Shadow Ball. They're now gonna bait us. We let a Hex through like a noob. Free turn versus free turn is so inconsistent. This is not fantastic. I know there's going to be a Bubble Beam, but we're going to catch it on Drapion. The counting is fantastic. Maybe I should be a maths teacher. Who knows? They now switch into the very annoying Bear Trap. This is normally terrible, but we have energy and we are going to spam out some Aqua Tails. The first Aqua Tail doesn't do too much, as this Bear Trap has 6,276,000 HP. However, we have got it into the yellow. They go for a Rock Slide, which is an absolute noob play. You should go Earthquake. They realise they're a noob and think, shit, I'm going to have to throw again. They are now energy dry. We are in a bit of a tricky situation. We bring in Swampert. We are counting mud shots. It is much easier when they're not at 2 million speed like this battle. They switch out back into the Jelly. We try and get it a bit low with Swampert. We now are counting hexes. This is just a Bubble Beam. There is no need to shield. It does hardly anything. And now we bank as much energy as possible. Switch out into Skarmory to catch the next Bubble Beam. And we are now in a pretty good spot. We have the move, but we look to just farm down. We do not want to get any more Hex damage on us. In the back is a Alolan Ninetales. We are looking pretty fucked, but they shield it up. The switch timer has not popped up, so guess what, Ninetales? You're about to get Sludge Wave. See you fucking later. Back out comes Stunfisk. This is just a Rock Slide. We aren't flexing, as Rock Slide would KO from this range, and we are going to manage to take this game. The goat on the Bear Trap is exactly what you fucking love to see. GG's to the opponent. We now see the mirror match. This is a really, really terrible matchup. We are both hitting each other for resisted damage. It normally is a competition, and who can sneak an Air Slash in? Niantic, fix your fucking game. So we all get a free Air Slash when our moves should align. They deny. Do we deny in return? That is the question. We do manage to deny, so this is absolutely fantastic. Our Sky Attack does do more damage than theirs, as we are Shadow. Our IVs are pretty fucking sweet as well. We get this second move, we draw a shield, you love to see it. We are going to survive this next one. We sneak another air slash, so we will be able to get to this next one to take him out, but the opponent makes a fantastic fucking swap. If you're playing, if you are watching, sorry, I'd like to say congratulations to you. That was a fantastic play. However, we are counting lock-ons. We are going to get to this Hydro Cannon. We aren't running Earthquake. Hydro Cannon does do decent damage. This is just a Flash Cannon, but I am going to shield it up anyway because I like the Ghost and I'd like some HP. I am desperately trying to farm down. I'm counting lock-ons once again. Maybe I am a maths teacher, guys. Who fucking knows? I doubt it because I swear far too fucking much. This again is a Flash Cannon, so we are going to let the second one go through. You can see Flash Cannon does do big damage because we are very squishy. Some weird glitch comes in. I have no idea what that was, but they bring back out Skarmory. I don't want to take the air slash damage. We take it out, and in the back is a bear trap. You probably should have shielded that Skarmory. This Hydro Cannon will do decent damage, as you can see. Oh, they've got no shields. Fucking hell, this game is quick. I flex, try to catch on the Skarmory. I'm unsuccessful. We have the move banked, and the flex goes wrong, but we managed to take this game. Moving on into the next one, I really need to have some water because fucking hell, commentating at this speed is a challenge. They switch out of that matchup into Azumarill. That stupid blue mouse doesn't want to see any of our Drapion. They go for a Ice Beam, which doesn't do the job. You should at least build to the Hydro Pump. Either way, we land the Sludge Bomb. It does big damage. They're about to get to another Ice Beam, so we fire off this Aqua Tail and they let it go. This is pretty good for us. We are just going to chip this Altaria down with an Aqua Tail. It does absolutely fuck all, probably around the same as one air slash, but either way, we may as well get some chip when you can. They now make a switch into the mighty bear trap, and that thing is absolutely fucked, and they back out. Thank you very much, as I do like to get through battles quite quickly. In the next game, we pick up once again the Kentucky Fried Chicken Bird of Death. Absolute scenes. We fucking hate to see it. They bring in Politoed. We land the Sludge Bomb. It does big damage. This is not an Earthquake, so we will survive. Weather Ball coming through. I could have fired the Aqua Tail, but their opponent very smartly throws some energy. We are taken out. We lost lead. We lose switch. Are we going to lose the fucking game? Who knows? Who cares? Well, I care, and we're about to find out. We come in with Skarmory. We are committing to the air slash down. They fire the Weather Ball. They now aggressively swap into Talonflame. This is probably going to be a bait, but I don't give a fuck. We are going to be able to win the 2 shield. Even if the opponent baits us twice, we get to the Hydro Cannon. We time our charge move absolutely fantastically. No free Incinerate comes through. Once again, this will be a bait, but I said I don't give a fuck. We will shield it up. So we are over farming, once again denying the Incinerate. This one will draw the final shield, which was a new play on the opponent because the Swampert, the goat, outpaces you, and see you fucking later. The opponent brings back out the Politoed. I look to make a catch onto my Skarmory. They meet us in the back with a Bastiodon, and we are absolutely fucking fucked. The only win con would be Swampert surviving a move, but I highly doubt it. We go for the Brave Bird. We put it close to Hydro Cannon range. I need 2 moves. We are going to have to let this move through and get to 2 moves. As Swampert would win CMP, and you can see I am unsuccessful, and we lose that game. Once again, another Kentucky Fried Chicken Bird of Death. The algorithm is absolutely fucking screwing us over, as per fucking usual. We are hard counted on the switch with a Swampert. Aqua Tail does decent damage. We get to a second Aqua Tail. This will start to put the opposing goat quite low. However, they have overfarmed 2 back-to-back Hydro Cannons. They are smart. Good for you, fella. I'm glad you are clever. We are now going to come in with Skarmory. We are going to have to air slash down. We will take a move. It will do big damage, but I am going to have to save my shields for our own goat in the back. I am spamming out Swampert. Back in comes the Talonflame, and in the back is a Ferrothorn. Absolutely fuck you, algorithm, with your RPS loss. We back out. Moving on into the next one, we see a lead against Trevenant. You love to see it, although apparently according to PV Poke, that is a win for Trevenant, but I highly fucking doubt it. We see the mighty blue mouse on the safe switch. They go for a play rough. Once again, not building up to the Hydro Pump. We show 0 respect. We go for the Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb lands, and the fact that they went for the play rough means that we are going to be able to Poison Sting down. We have loaded energy. What are they going to return with? They return with a Bear Trap, and we are going to spam out some Aqua Tails. 1 Aqua Tail, eat some of that. You want another one? Here it fucking comes. Eat number 2 Bear Trap, and they are now getting quite low. We get Mud Shot down, which isn't fantastic. However, we can now come in with the one and only Shadow Swampert. The opponent is building up some energy. They could be throwing an earthquake, but I highly fucking doubt it. We call the bait. We are looking to mudshot down. This, once again, is probably another rock slide, but we are getting quite low. We have so much energy. Trevenant is going to have to respect the sludge wave as it near one shot. We land the hydro cannon. We are counting quick moves, and we catch the seed bomb on Skarmory. This is fucking the dream. You love to see it. Learn to count, kids. I am telling you, counting is very, very important. We throw the sky attack, we take him out, and the bear trap conceives the match. GG's to the opponent. Moving on into the next one, we see a lead against an XL Lickitung. This thing has about 6 million HP. However, they can't hit us for anything other than resisted with their charge moves. This madman throws a power whip that is double resisted and doesn't get stabbed. So if you are an XL abuser, I would highly recommend going body slam. We draw the first shield. We sneak an air slash. We aren't going to shield this up. They go for the body slam, realizing that they made a shit play earlier. We fire off this sky attack, and I'm hoping that we can air slash down, and we can. So we win the 0-1 shield. They bring in Metachan. We get a little bit of air slash damage off, and we bring in Swampert. This is a fairly decent matchup. I am really hoping they do not pop us. They go straight for the psychic. That's a great shield. In the back is a Cresselia. You're about to see I attempt to catch the grass knot, and I'm unsuccessful. This usually a good matchup for Drapion. However, we have no crunch, as we do not run crunch in the Great League. Moonblast lands. It does big damage, but it is now in a range where one sludge bomb and a hydro cannon will take it out. This opponent is at the next Moonblast, but for some absolute noob reason, they decide to bait us. I am not shielding Drapion. We call your bait. Eat another sludge bomb. You now will need to shield. They do shield. This is fantastic. They throw another grass knot. This will be taking us out. The opponent is about to make a great play. They switch into the Metachan, but they are still pretty fucked. We overfarm to the back-to-back once again. This Hydro Cannon will be taking out Metachan, and because you think you're so smart, my good friend Mr. Opponent, we're about to BM Sludge Wave you and take that game. Swampert Cresselia counter confirmed. Moving straight on into the next battle, we see one of the worst leads you possibly can. That fucking annoying Wallface sitting there grinning at us. They switch out into Trevenant. What the fucking hell is this play? I have no idea. Obviously, you don't want your Trevenant against our Skarmory, but if you have no response, I'd highly recommend staying into the lead matchup. We draw a shield with the first sludge bomb. The second sludge bomb will be getting this thing super, super low. It lands, does big damage. I am now going to shield this up as I really want to flip the opening game. They throw a seed bomb. We manage to poison sting down. What are you going to come in with now? I have no idea. The opponent comes in with Bastiodon, obviously thinking Bastiodon is going to be the key to victory. They shield up an Aqua Tail. What an absolute garbage shield on the opponent's part. But we are going to throw another Aqua Tail. This is one of the reasons I run Aqua Tail in the Great League, because fuck you, Wallface. We now have flipped this matchup. We have a very mighty Swampert. I am going to stay into this matchup. We are going to throw the Hydro Cannons. I do not want to bring my Skarmory out so that Wallface farms us down. This next Hydro Cannon is going to do big damage. The opponent realizes that they have fucked up big time, and we take that game. We now see a very, very challenging lead against the Shadow Swampert. I absolutely hate this matchup, but our team cannot afford to switch out, as this thing is a big fucking problem. They are going to fire the next one. We sneak an air slash. We are going to shield this up, and we are going to fire off a sky attack. The opponent makes a fantastic swap, obviously realizing how we usually play this. They switch into Jellicent. I build up energy and switch into Drapion. You would think Drapion is a Jellicent counter. Well, guess what? I have no crunch. We are pretty fucked. They're on Ice Beam. Once again, we are even more fucked than I originally thought. Sludge Bomb coming through. This is resisted, but still does decent damage. At this stage now, I could fire off a sludge bomb, but I am choosing to let it go as I am looking to farm this fucking thing down. We are waiting out our switch timer. The fact this jelly is on twin nukes, I am coming in with Swampert. We look to commit to the farm down. We do commit to the farm down. We see the opponent coming in. We fire off this Hydro Cannon. Hydro Cannon does draw the first shield. We combo play. We are now going to draw the opponent's second shield. This is fantastic. Let's see what the opponent does. They are once again looking to make a catch. This is a Registeel. Are we going to be able to clutch out this game? We're about to find out. Brave Bird comes through. It lowers our defense. They get less farm. We are counting lock-ons as usual. Hello, Mr. Opponent. That, my friend, is not a fucking focus blast. You had to do one more lock-on. You have gifted us a win. You fucking love to see it. Hydro Cannon coming through. This will take out the Registeel. It actually doesn't. We now have the move. Locked and loaded. We lose CMP. However, we shield it up. And we are going to take this game. So if you are the opponent, why did you not throw one more lock-on? As I am an absolute maths whiz kid and I do count lock-ons unlike many other opponents. So moving on into the next battle. This will be the last battle of the video. Thank fuck, as my voice is now getting very, very tired from this very quick commentary. However, this game in the opening matchup is super boring, so I may as well just ramble on and talk some absolute shit because no one really cares about Skarmory on Skarmory. We are both just air slashing away. We're sneaking moves left, right and centre. As usual, everyone sneaks. Well, normally everyone except me. We are now going to fire off this sky attack. Let's see if this takes out the opposing Skarmory. It does not. We draw a shield. We actually get to another one. The opponent, what the fuck are you doing? We are about to take out this opening matchup. They bring in Azumarill. We are looking pretty. And they once again do not build up to the Hydro Pump. We let the Ice Beam through. 2 shielded Shadow Swampert. What could it possibly lose to in the back? Well, if you've made it to this part in the video, you're about to find out. You're about to think, I am a noob. We managed to Poison Sting down. I think we should be able to get 2 back-to-back Sludge Bombs and take the Victory Bell out. We land the first Sludge Bomb. It gets the shield. We get to the second Sludge Bomb and we go down with the energy. And Swampert gets absolutely fucking wrecked. About time I get wrecked because I am trash talking a lot and I absolutely fucking deserve it. So, those were the battles, and now I can finally talk at a normal speed again. Holy crap, it is hard to commentate at that speed, but as requested, I did say I'd make a feature video with the quicker, more fun style commentary, so I'd really appreciate if you like the effort and time that it took me to put that together. Post it in the comment section down below, and once again, this team I'd highly recommend. It's got me to Legend twice, only using Shadow Pokemon, and it is super strong. I went 23-7 with it. Some of the losses were just RPS, like that last game and the one where you saw Swampert on Ferrothorn, but I'd highly recommend it. I'd just like to say thanks for watching, and we're actually going to have one bonus battle with one of my shorts that I have been featuring recently. So if you like this trash talking, but you're not a fan of longer videos, here's something that you can subscribe to the channel and see around 2 a day. We lead our Shadow Skarmory into some sort of electric spider. Our Skarmory does not want any of that smoke, so we back out. We say switch into Drapion. They meet us with a Machamp. Machamp has absolutely no respect for Drapion. It's straight in and straight out. And now from a really rough spot, it's now the opponent that is looking absolutely fucked. We've already landed 1 Sludge Bomb. Surely the opponent's going to respect the second one. They do not. This is game over. I have absolutely no idea what the opponent is doing. You clearly don't watch the channel. You know we don't bait, but we bait you here and you shield. The only bait we've thrown the entire match, you have shielded. And at this stage, that is looking like a good game. We are going to continue on, as for some reason you haven't top left. You can throw what you like. This is absolutely fucking over. Shout out to anyone that is going to say switch in against the Drapion, respect the Sludge Bomb, or you'll also be fucked like this guy. If this video offends you, I'd like to take the opportunity to apologise to absolutely fucking nobody, and I'll see you all in